Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death. That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
Thank you very much for tuning in with me on this very special White Nationalist edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. We're not even going to put a number on this broadcast, folks, because first of all, we are not broadcasting during our traditional hours of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. But this is a very special broadcast because, folks, let's just go ahead and break it down here. And before we get started, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And moreover, follow me on Gab, folks. All right, Politics Ghost is the name to follow. Now, with that all out of the way, I have been having a little bit of a, let's just say, a Gab war with many of the E-celebs on the alt-right and white nationalist political front. And to be completely honest with you, I have been literally making these people look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack. And I have challenged each and every one of these people, specifically, as we talked about on Friday's broadcast, Christopher the Crying Nazi Cantwell. This guy, he flaps his fat Dorito-stained fingers on the keyboard talking a lot of garbage, and yet I don't see no kind of substance coming out of this stupid son of a bitch, all right? So what I'm doing here is I am calling out Christopher Cantwell, his old boy, this 50-year-old bag of prostate-infected trash named Asbador, and anyone else who is literally, that fruit bowl microchip, anybody, any one of you people, you think that you have substance to debate. And the reason that I am bringing this up, folks, is because these people, these alt-right white nationalists, what have I been saying all along? I've been saying this since 2016. I said these alt-right white nationalists are socialists. They want the same thing as Antifa. And by God, ever since I found a Gab post of Christopher Cantwell openly admitting this, all of a sudden, he's had to direct his stupid little shit-posting goons, because let's be honest with you, these people aren't real white supremacists. Give me a break, man. Do y'all remember when white supremacists were, kind of dangerous at one point back in the 90s, That's why they made that whole movie, American History X, and this is white nationalists now. Christopher Cantwell, Andrew Anglin, Asbador, which is Bobby Ray, Warren, these guys, with the exception of Warren's always been some trailer park piece of, drunkard garbage. Anglin and Christopher Cantwell were all former leftists. All former leftists. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden they've miraculously, found this path to, white supremacy? And this is what I'd like to challenge each and every one of you white nationalists and alt-righters out here. First of all, I'd like for you all to defend your socialism. Because all these alt-righters and white nationalists that have been gabbing at me have been claiming that capitalism is a Jewish conspiracy. That's the kind of rhetoric that you hear from the left, from the losers in life that are in Antifa, that are claiming that capitalism is exploitation and you know something? I am challenging any one of these people, all right? Any one of these people to defend their socialism, first of all. And secondly, I'd like to challenge any one of you white nationalists in America to just answer me this. Just answer me this. What white are you people talking about, you stupid morons? I'm sick and tired of hearing white nationalism, white nationalism, what white? Because I guarantee you that you're probably not incorporating the Polish into that white, right? Do you think, the Polacks white, are they white enough for you? Huh? I guarantee you're not, bringing in the Czechs, the Czechoslovakians. I'm sure you're not bringing them into your white race, or are you? Or are you? I mean, or how about the Irish, who were once the blacks, literally treated like the slaves of Europe? I mean, what race are you all talking about, man? Because to be completely honest with you, I mean, you folks don't even know what you're talking about when it comes to your own white racism. I see you morons, Ku Klux Klan outfits, and yet wearing Nazi symbols, which both contradict the whole reason why those groups existed, you morons. I mean, don't you understand that the Ku Klux Klan is the ghosts of the Confederacy, you moron? And do you know what that rebel flag, the Confederate flag, means, you stupid idiots? I'll tell you what that means. It was representing a certain type of white in that goddamn rebel flag, and it sure as hell wasn't what you think. It was the Scottish. All right, that's why when you have an X in the rebel flag, because they are commemorating St. Andrews in that flag. Do you understand me? This was a Scottish flag. The majority of the South were Scots. Do you understand me? And you see, you white racists are so ignorant that you don't even understand what white you're talking about. And I'm calling out your little leaders out here, the crying Nazi, Asmodor. I'm calling out all these people, and I'm telling you all right now, defend what white you're talking about. Defend what goddamn white you're talking about. All right? Right now, give me a call. All right? The lines are open, 516-453-9903. And for all those folks that are tuning in, this is going to be a serious show here because I seriously want to make these people look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack. Because I have always said, and you can look back in the archive, folks, all right, and go back in the archive at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. I've been saying these alt-righters and these white nationalists were all socialists. They were all socialists, for Christ's sake, and now you've got these people admitting it. They're coming out on Gab. I have been getting bombarded with these alt-right white nationalist jerk-offs that are out here defending socialism and calling capitalism a Jewish conspiracy. I mean, don't you stupid white nationalists, you socialists, understand what socialism is, you freaking morons? Socialism and communism, first of all, are the same goddamn thing. And both require every individual living under socialism and communism to relinquish their individual rights, their individual decision-making, their individual choice, their individual freedom to the state. That is the very definition of socialism and communism. In socialism and communism, you have no individual choice. You have no freedom to speak. You have no freedom to be creative or express. You have nothing unless the state dictates it to you. And here you have these white nationalists out here who were pro-Trump back in 2016, now coming out here mouthing off that they want socialism. And they're supposed to have us believe that with these coordinated media efforts, and I think it's rather convenient that leftist Vice interviewed Christopher Cantwell and turned him into this big badass wannabe alt-right white nationalist leader. I mean, all these people have been literally lifted up to these standards, for Christ's sake, that people on the internet are looking towards as leadership. Now, what I don't understand is, folks, if you take a look into Chris Cantwell's background, you take a look into an Andrew Anglin's background, you take a look into these people's backgrounds, they were all former leftists. The guy who created the Daily Stormer, Andrew Anglin, was a leftist vegan, for Christ's sake. All right? I mean, give me a break! And all of a sudden, you're just going to have this epiphany? What, did you just see Hitler all of a sudden? And by the way, if you were all you Nazi idiots, first of all, the swastika was, I hate to say this, culturally appropriated. It's the truth, though, by Hitler, because it belonged to the Buddhists. You understand that? The swastika is the sign of the sun in Buddhism, first of all. Secondly, did you all know that Hitler was a Jew? He was a Jew, you stupid morons! I mean, can you explain to me that bell pepper ass nose, first and foremost, and secondly, this guy's dark freaking hair? This guy has dark hair, just dark featured, bell pepper ass nose, and he's out here with his hair flapping in the wind. We want blonde-headed, blue-eyed children! I mean, that's what he was advocating. And you know what the Aryans said? They were like, you know what? Yes, my Vera, I believe we need more white children, even though you look Jew. I mean, give me a freaking break. I'm telling you, you ignorant white nationalists are dumber than the idiots on the left. You know that? I'm not even joking around, man. And I'm calling you all out. I'm calling you all out. As a matter of fact, take a look at my Gab. All right, here it is right here. Here's the Buddhist swastika, 2,553 years ago, and your little Nazi flag right there, all right? All right, a little history lesson for all you white nationalists who like to just kind of sit back and shitpost and like memes and think that that's going to somehow give you intelligence through osmosis. Oh my God! As a matter of fact, this is actually breaking into my drinking time. It's a Saturday night over here. I'm drinking. I'm having a great time. I'm about to have a freaking porterhouse steak here in the next couple hours when I get a damn drunken stupor going on. And here I am. I have to debate a bunch of white nationalists and make them look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack. I'm already telling you about the contradictions within your ideology, within your white nationalism, and hence you don't hear Cantwell talking garbage on Gab, nor will he call in. Same with any of these people that are white nationalists, because they can't answer these questions. They can't answer these questions. They will just be stumbling and mumbling over their own tongues like a bunch of impotent jerks. And if you want my personal opinion, I think these people are complete shills. I think these people are complete shills, because if you're going to advocate socialism and then portray these little images on CNN and all the mainstream media that you're fighting against Antifa and they want socialism, I mean, there's a little bit of a predicament there, isn't it, huh? There's a little bit of predicament there, isn't it? Now, I mean, either you all want the same objective, which, I mean, Christopher Cantwell made it very, very clear on his Gab that he would rather have socialism than, quote, Jew capitalism, whatever the hell that means. Whatever the hell that means. So what I'm trying to tell you all is that if you all want all this white nationalism, I'm asking you right now, first of all, defend why you want socialism. Because socialism means you don't have any individualism. You have no freedom. You relinquish that to the state. Your decision-making, your choices, that's what socialism and communism is. You are a subject to the state. Under capitalism, it's the essence of freedom. The essence of freedom. Now, just because Christopher Cantwell and Azador and all you other white nationalists are a bunch of trailer park living pieces of cheese whiz guzzling trash doesn't mean that you have to point the finger at capitalists who have the creativity, the ambition, and the skills to be able to create something out of nothing. And that's what capitalism gives to everybody. But instead, you've got these stupid white nationalists playing the same racial game as the left, trying to blame everybody for their own bad decisions, trying to blame everybody for their own life's misfortunes, when they should be looking at themselves in the mirror and blaming that piece of trash that's looking back in their beady eyes. That's what they should be doing. But instead, folks, what are these people doing? They're trying to agitate. I mean, let's listen to the rhetoric of most of those on the alt-right, most of those that are white nationalists. It's all a bunch of empty rhetoric that agitates, that tries to infuriate the senses. That's all these people have. They don't give their followers nothing. They give their followers absolutely nothing but rhetoric and BS. And folks, everybody who's ever listened to the True Capitalist radio show, especially during the first hour, everybody who actually listened and applied what I was giving away for absolutely free, applied it to their lives, are now wealthy. Do you understand? I mean, there are rich people now that are a major contingent of the listener base of the True Capitalist radio broadcast. And you see, all I am is a voice giving people substance to make themselves better. I'm not one of these assholes like Asmodor and Cantwell and that Jewish asshole Auenheimer and that fake leftist vegan Anglin. I'm not out here just agitating people just for the sake of doing it. I'm not out here just trying to run amok and cause a ruckus because these people are pathetic wastes of lives and they want to see other people suffer. And that's exactly what these people are doing. That's exactly what they're doing. And most of these people, let's be honest, that are flapping their fat Cheeto-stained fingers on Gab and thinking they're white nationalists, I don't ever see them out there confronting Black Lives Matter when they're out there in front of their city halls in cities across the country. I don't ever see them confronting Black Lives Matter when they are protesting. I don't see them doing a goddamn thing. And to be honest with you, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think that 80% of the white nationalist alt-right movement are a bunch of LARPing pieces of shit-posting trash. All right? I mean, let's just put it all out on the table. I mean, let's just face it. I mean, you know what I mean? Give me a break. Now, I don't know if these guys are going to call up. I don't know what they're doing, but let me tell you something. I am making them look like the mental midgets that they are, and they're not going to call up, folks. I mean, they're listening. I'm seeing them on Gab. They're listening. They're just not going to call up. And you want to know why they're not going to call up? Because they don't have the substance to debate me. They know that capitalism is the true essence of freedom. And the only reason they hate capitalism is because they're losers in capitalism. They are losers in capitalism, and it's very easy to blame somebody else for your own life's decisions, folks, and that's what leftists do. Leftists, I mean, you see them all out there protesting, Antifa, all this protesting garbage. What are they doing? They're trying to blame somebody else for their own life's misfortunes, for Christ's sake. That's what they're doing. And you see, what are idiots like Cantwell, Azador, Anglin, that stupid Jewish asshole Auenheimer, and all these idiots, that's what they're doing. Right wing of the political, or so-called right wing of the political spectrum. You understand? And look, I'm getting nothing but a bunch of shit-posting wannabe, think they're really Nazi idiots, posting all kinds of garbage at me at Gab, when I guarantee you these are all a bunch of teenagers or a bunch of stupid losers in life. And that's why they're like, yeah, man, I want socialism. That Jewish capitalism, baby, it didn't do nothing for me. I lost my money. I ain't got nothing, and I'm blaming the Jew, and I'm blaming capitalism. I want the socialism, boy. I want the socialism because I want the state to give me everything because I'm an incompetent piece of crap that can't make a decision for myself and can't take responsibility for my decisions. So I got to have a big brother state to sit here and give me everything like a stupid, dumb piece of garbage. And that's what socialism and communism is. So, look, I'm opening up the phones right now, all right? 516-453 9903. If Chris Cantwell or Asbador or any of you dumb white nationalist idiots want to call up, and I'm looking on the switchboard, it's all a bunch of trolls. It's not any of these idiots. They don't want none of me. They don't want none of me. They talk real big behind the screen. That's why most of these idiots are a bunch. You understand? That's why that's what they do. They don't want to actually have to articulate their grievances. They don't want to have to articulate what it is they believe because they can't. All they do is agitate, and I'm calling you out, you crying Nazi bastard. I know you're listening, Cantwell, you piece of trash. What are you afraid of, boy? Oh, you got all your little shit posters out here on Gab saying, yeah, look at this boomer. Oh, my God, he's a kike. Well, I'm calling you out there, boy. Get on the goddamn broadcast, and I will give you your time. I will give myself some time, and I will make you look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack, you stupid piece of trash. You look like the type of son of a bitch that would actually accept a feminine penis, you closet case. So don't sit here and try to act like some big badass or something. You ain't crap. I'm calling you out. I'm calling the assholes at Daily Stormer out. I'm calling all the white supremacists, these white nationalists, these alt-righters who are nothing more than a bunch of leftist socialists in disguise. I'm calling you all out. I'm calling you all out. I mean, the number is open. Bring it on. Bring it on. But you're not going to do a goddamn thing because you're pathetic. You're pathetic. And that's what you offer your goddamn people who listen to your stupid rhetoric. You offer them nothing. You offer them nothing. Jesus Christ, man. All right. What's your freaking area code, Kenworth? What's your freaking area code? What's your area code? I will put you on right now, boy. I will put your ass on right now and see what kind of rhetoric is going to come out of your mouth. Are you going to be an agent of Cantwell? You're going to be a representation of Cantwell, for Christ's sake? Hey, maybe that's why his name is Cantwell, because he can't do shit well. Right? Cantwell. Jesus Christ, you were a destined loser there, boy. Good God. All right, look, I'm challenging him. I'm challenging him, boy. I mean, come on, bring it on. All you alt-right idiots. All right, I know you're closet socialist communists, man. You all know it. You all know it. And I'm asking you white nationalists right now, what white are you talking about, boy? Huh? I said you ain't going to obviously incorporate the Polish in that, right, boy? Huh? You ain't going to incorporate the Czechs, the Irish, aren't you, huh? How about the Slavs? Huh? How about the Slavs? No, but they're all white. Stupid morons. You people don't even know what the hell you believe in, and that's why I'm calling you all out. That's why all you text chat warriors, all you idiots that are posted on Gab, you don't have the balls to call up. Do you understand, boy? You don't have the balls. And look, here we go. We got somebody posting a Jewish picture of Hitler at me. Do you understand that Hitler was Jewish? Aside from the bell pepper nose and the dark features, do you understand that his name was not Hitler? That his real name is Schicklgruber? Schicklgruber. I mean, this guy sounds like he was crawling on the floor looking for shekels by that last name. I'm not joking! You stupid white supremacists don't know your goddamn ass from your elbow! It took a Jew. I mean, let's be honest. Let's just tell the real truth. It took a Jew like Hitler to organize a bunch of Aryan, blonde-haired, blue-eyed people to do anything. You understand? I mean, that's really how I read Hitler's Reich. All right? I'm not joking. I'm not joking. And by the way, well, I don't want to get too red pill and too deep because you morons, you barely even understand your own goddamn white nationalism, for Christ's sake. Piece of garbage. All right, look, I'm going to go ahead and try to take some calls here. I doubt that any of these idiots are on the horn, because I guarantee you, man, I am going to make them look lower than a goddamn leprechaun's nutsack. I will make them look lower than the clitoris that's on their mom that hangs down below her knees. I will make them look lower than the foreskin on a 9.5-inch tranny schlong. Do you understand that, boy? I mean, bring it on. All you white nationalists, all you alt-righters, boy. Bring it on. Jesus Christ. Let's see who we got here. The engineer isn't here. It's my drinking time. I got beers here. I got Johnny Walker, Blue Label. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's Ghost and Rare, by the way. It's my... The Johnny Walker put out a special limited edition for yours truly. Ghost and Rare. It's even more expensive than Blue Label, baby. And look, I know that people out here in the White Nationalists, they were trying to be like, hey, Ghost, you know, you're a drunk boy. You keep drinking and you're drinking this and you're drinking that. Hey, you know, when you're a poor piece of garbage like you, all right, when you're a poor piece of garbage like you're a drunk when you know, are an alcoholic. You understand? When you consume copious amounts of alcohol, and are a poor piece of trailer park trash, that's what makes you an alcoholic drunk, you see. But capitalists like myself, I'm a connoisseur, all right? I'm a connoisseur. I mean, I'm drinking German beer. I'm probably, look at it, I'm having a more of an Aryan evening than these so-called white nationalists over here. I got a goddamn German beer here, all right, that's obeying the goddamn 1200 purity laws. I've got a goddamn bottle of scotch straight from Scotland. I mean, I'm living more Aryan than these pieces of crap, and these guys can't defend their little white nationalism, boy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Bring it on, boy. All right, I'm going to take a drink of this, and then we're going to take some callers, and let's see if we get some white nationalists and some alt-righters on the horn, all right? Anyway, before I take some calls here on this special white nationalist edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast on this Saturday evening, I want to say cheers to everybody who's listening to the broadcast on this impromptu broadcast, and I want to say first and foremost, death to freaking socialists and death to communists. You understand that? I'm not even joking around. You people are the scum of the earth. You're the scum of the earth. Anyway, cheers, baby, to the capitalist army, baby. And let me tell you something else. Nobody's afraid of you white nationalists. You notice that? I mean, nobody even is afraid of you people. I mean, listen. Go ask D. Ray McKesson about capitalist army and see if he doesn't ignore you because he's so scared shitless of the capitalist army, boy. Huh? Well, why don't you go ask the leader of the Black Panthers, which, look, I know that you alt-righters, y'all don't know about this stuff because y'all are, too busy, circle jerking, LARPing all over the internet, shit posting that you're fake Nazis. But the capitalist army prevented the Black Panther Party from going to the Republican convention in Ohio and march in an armed capacity. And I don't want to tell you what we did, but that's what we did, baby. You understand? We're not a bunch of pussies, and the Black Panthers know who the goddamn capitalist army is. Nobody respects you people, man. All right? And I know that y'all want to take pride in Charlottesville. Are you kidding me? Before that, whatever happened with the car, okay, before that happened, I literally saw these alt-righters getting the crap kicked out of them by a bunch of didn't-do-nothings, a big pack of didn't-do-nothings. And I watched the footage. I watched Baked Alaska's footage, and I saw you guys were in retreat. You guys were running away. And to be completely honest with you, I don't know what the hell you were doing in Virginia anyway. I mean, hey, Cantwell, I know that you're probably going to do some time for this. How come Richard Spencer doesn't ever get busted for any of these agitation situations that you did? Ever asked that? How come Richard Spencer can go around and agitate the world out here, but nothing happens to him? And here you are. You're not even. Let's be honest, Cantwell. You should not have, cashed a check your ass couldn't cash with that Vice little, I don't know, interview or whatever the hell it was. Because let me tell you something. I mean, you went into Virginia Terry McAuliffe is the governor, you stupid moron. And not to mention, let's just go a little bit deeper into this, okay? What made you think that you were going to get away with this when you're not even a native Virginian? I mean, why hasn't Richard Spencer been busted for this? Maybe because Richard Spencer, I don't know, went to college in Virginia? And if you want my personal opinion, I think that he may be connected with one of the agencies. I mean, lest we forget his stupid whore Russian wife, Nina Byzantina, translates the works of Alexander Dugin, okay? And yet we're talking about Russia, Trump, Russia connections. How come these people haven't been questioned? Huh? I mean, Nina Byzantina translates the works of Alexander Dugin into English. And that's Richard Spencer's wife. And I'm just saying, Cantwell, I hope that you're listening to me, baby. Because in my personal opinion, I think that you need to start maybe talking to your lawyers and saying, yeah, you know what, this guy has a point. Why the hell did Richard Spencer get busted? He was there. I saw him there. I saw him there in Charlottesville. How come? I mean, he's all over. I mean, nobody had ever heard of you, Cantwell, you crying bastard. Nobody had ever heard of you. And then what? You fell right into the trap. Right? You had to do the whole Vice interview, and you know what? You basically played patsy for what the hell happened at Charlottesville, and I hope you're proud of yourself, because you know what's going to happen to you, Cantwell, and I hate to say it, you're going to end up in jail for nothing. You're going to end up in jail for nothing, and you can thank your alt-righter white nationalist buddies for that too, man. Is Kessler, by the way, is Jason Kessler getting busted for this? Is he getting charged for this? That's what I'm saying, Cantwell. You're a fucking idiot. Excuse my French. That's why I wanted to bring you on here, to make you look like the idiot that you truly are, because you walked into this stuff, you stupid moron. Jesus Christ. Give me my drink. Hey, I'm telling the truth, baby. I'm telling the truth. So that's why I'm saying, I hope that you're listening to this, Cantwell, and I hope that you take into consideration. No kidding. Why? How come I'm getting busted for this? Because you're an idiot, bro. You're a freaking idiot. I saw you, Cantwell, and I looked at your broadcast on Gab. For somebody that is some big badass in the goddamn white supremacist, white nationalist community, I saw you do a 2-hour broadcast and tried to get, donations to support you, because, let's be honest, they're trying to silence you. Although I think that's a whole setup within itself, but I don't want to get into that. Either way, they're trying to silence you, and then I look at your donations. You got $40 in donations, man. $40 in donations. I mean, that just goes to show you your rhetoric is empty. Your rhetoric is empty, your white nationalism is empty, and your alt-right is empty. And if it don't make dollars, baby, it don't make sense. You understand? If it don't make dollars, baby, it don't make sense. And that's why you're hating on us capitalists. You're hating on us capitalists because you're looking at us, and if you've listened to our show, baby, my inner circle, the people that I roll with, my inner circle, baby, we're making thousands of dollars like it ain't nothing. You understand? People that are listening to the broadcast in the first hour are making tens of thousands of dollars off of the advice that I'm giving out as it pertains to finance. And you want to know why I'm giving it out and I'm not expecting anything? I don't want to do anything, because that's what wins you respect. Do you understand that there, Cantwell, Azador, Anglin, you Jewish asshole, Auenheimer, and all you idiots? That's what truly wins you respect. Do you understand that? Not a bunch of empty, agitating rhetoric, which is all you assholes ever put out. You produce nothing. You produce nothing. And you know what I produce? I produce capitalists. I take people that were headed your way, trying to blame the world for their misfortunes, trying to blame the world for their decisions. I take those people and make them the capitalists that they can be, because if they take the initiative, if they take their ambition, they take their creativity, they take the goddamn skills they have, they can actually redefine their lives. They can carve out their own destiny. That is the essence of freedom. Capitalism is the essence of freedom. And that's why I'm calling out you white nationalist socialist bastards. If you want to defend socialism, bring it on, asshole. Bring it on. 516-453-9903. Let's take a couple of callers here and see if we've got anybody that's going to defend any of this garbage. Here, let's take a couple of anonymous callers. Hopefully they're not a bunch of troll idiots. Hey, Anonymous, you there? That chicken head, Radiol Graffiti. Look, we're not having Radiol Graffiti right now, asshole. All right, I'm calling out white nationalists here. This is serious business. Jesus Christ, I'm Anonymous. Are you there? Look, we're not trolling, you idiot. I'm calling out a bunch of white nationalists. You see, you even got loser trolls that got bigger balls than you white nationalists. Because you're losers, all right? I'm calling you out. Everybody knows on Gab now that I'm calling you out. Everybody's listening. I'm looking at the damn stats. Everybody's listening. How come you ain't calling, boy? How come you ain't calling? You're so goddamn proud of your white nationalism, socialism. How come you ain't calling, boy? How come you ain't calling? I'll tell you why you ain't calling. Because I am supplying substance upon substance upon substance on the debating table, and there ain't a goddamn thing that you can say about it. All right? There ain't a goddamn thing you can say about it. So give me a freaking break. And what Cantwell is now, what, your show's on now, you faggot? Are you kidding? You freaking leech! You freaking white trailer trash leech! I should have known it! I should have expected this from some white trailer park balding piece of receding hairline crap like this! Look at you! You hate Jews, and you say you hate Jews there, Cantwell? I mean, come on, man. I mean, no offense to my Jewish brethren, but, I mean, wasn't that a little oy vey, you faggot? Excuse my friend, I shouldn't even be saying that word. Give me the mic! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say the word F, whatever, but, I mean, I'm talking to Nazis here. I'm talking to wannabe Nazis over here, and I'm making them look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack. And what does Chris Cantwell do? He puts a show on right when I'm putting my show on. Right, look, what, is this show on now? Let's see if the show's on now, this stupid fruit. Where is it? Yeah, it's on right now, isn't it? It's on right now. Put it on. The hell is this idiot talking about, for Christ's sake?
Not in the habit of honoring Jewish traditions. Speaking of Jewish traditions, ladies and gentlemen, everybody knows that despite all their communist horseshit, Jews are big fans of money, right? And this is one thing that I think that we could afford to learn from the Chosenites, all right? Now,
hey, you sound pretty Jewy there, Cantwell.
But Bitcoin has not really been practical for a lot of day-to-day use anymore with the exchange rates and the fees and the transaction time so high as of late. And the other problem with Bitcoin that you've heard me talk about is a privacy thing, right? Monero solves all of those problems for us, and I really think this current...
Oh, he's going with the coin that was created by a brony. That's great.
Monero is trading at $270. On January 1st, it was trading at $351. Today it is trading at $428. Yet most of the major multi-coin wallets and payment systems have not yet integrated Monero.
Hey, bro, I told everybody to buy into Monero when it was $90, you stupid moron, and everybody already profited.
I think it's good.
And look at it, he's already having technical difficulties here, for Christ's sake. Fix your setup, you idiot. Jesus Christ.
For Monero, and I was largely shielded.
Look at this guy. What is this?
Price as a result. Price over the last month as well. And I'm keeping an eye on an emergency...
Get this guy. I mean, can you fix your crap?
Completely shut out of the traditional financial system.
I mean, I'm not watching this broken up. You know what? Your goddamn broadcast is wrecked. And shave your head. Jesus Christ, shave your head, for Christ's sake, man. Good God. What an asshole. Anybody know his number? I'll call his ass right now. I'll call his ass right now. Anybody know his number? I'll call his ass right goddamn now. This stupid loser. Let me have a drink of my beer here. You know what Cantwell's doing? He's literally taking what I said yesterday and literally, making it his own, like some freaking, like some freaking communist. That's all leftists know how to do. They just know how to take other people's crap, all right, and just think that, and make it their own. That's what they do. That's what they're great at. What a piece of crap. Let's see if we can freaking call this idiot. I'm going to call him right now. I'm calling him right now. Calling his ass right now. Freaking leech.
Hey, you've reached Christopher Cantwell with the Radical Agenda. Please leave your message after the tone and note that it's very unlikely that I'm going to call you back, but I just might play your voicemail on the air. If you'd like to find my blog and podcast, please go to ChristopherCantwell.com.
Hey, Cantwell. All right, the only reason that you're doing a broadcast right now is because you're leeching off of my broadcast. I challenged you to debate your stupid white nationalist, socialist garbage, and yet what do? You straight up oy vey me. You do an oy vey situation, which proves to me that you're not some wannabe Nazi. You're just a LARPing piece of leftist socialist trash. I challenge you to defend your political perspective, and you have failed to do so. So I'm challenging you once again, boy. Instead of sitting over here blaming capitalism for your bad decision-making, instead of blaming capitalism because of your bad life, maybe you need to look in the mirror at that receding hairline, eye-bag-ridden son of a bitch and realize that that sorry sack of crap is the one that made their lives the gutter trash that it is today. All right? Now, if you want to call me, boy, I'm going to be up here for the next hour, 516-453-9903, you stupid leech. All right? And if you got the balls, you'll actually give me a call, for Christ's sake, because you're nothing. You understand that? You are nothing. You know what you're doing right now by not only leeching off of my broadcast? I guarantee you when you take a piss break, you're putting your goddamn cock and balls between your legs, looking at yourself in the mirror, seeing how you'd look as a woman because I just made you my goddamn white Aryan bitch. All right? So stick a swastika up your ass, you piece of crap. Get him out of it. Get him off. Get him off my goddamn line. Jesus Christ, man. Sick of this guy, man. Sick of this guy. I'm sitting over here calling this stupid white supremacist out, and what does he do? He creates a show when my show's going on. Oh, you got a cell phone? Is that a cell phone number? All right, this better be a cell phone number. There better not be some goddamn, I don't know. It better not be some crap. I got a lot of trolls here. We'll see what we got. All right, let's see if we can call. This is supposed to be a cell number. All right, folks, give me some time. I do not have the engineer here, so I'm doing all this. Let's call a cell phone. Somebody just gave me a cell phone number. Let's see what we got here. Sick and tired of this guy over here just, talking all kinds of garbage and then trying to leech off my goddamn broadcast like a damn oy vey.
San Francisco Police 163.
Hello? Is this San Francisco
Hello?
Police?
This is
Hi.
Police Dispatch. How can I help you?
Hi, are you aware of a man by the name of Christopher Cantwell?
This isn't
the
the police
crying
station,
Nazi?
sir. This is Dispatch. I'm not aware of this person now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll try somewhere else, sir. I thought that I had the right number. I'm sorry. But Christopher Cantwell is a crying Nazi, though.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Jesus Christ. Somebody sent me the Poshole San Francisco police number, you assholes. Screw you! God damn it. See, I'm sitting over here, I'm trying to call out white supremacists over here. I'm trying to call out white nationalist, socialist bastards, and I got to deal with trolls, for Christ's sake, man. Give me a goddamn break. I'm going to get some freaking more beer here. More beer, baby! We're kicking goddamn white nationalist, socialist ass tonight, baby. You understand that? I mean, anybody who's listening to this broadcast and is listening and is watching the Gab posting feed of Chris Cantwell knows that, by God, let me tell you something. You better tell Christopher Cantwell this man ain't nothing. You understand? This man ain't nothing. And what he's doing is just spouting off nothing but a bunch of empty rhetoric. That's it. Empty rhetoric. And when people listen to the True Capitalist radio broadcast, what do? They profit, baby. What do? They get rich. And you see, that's what he should be doing if he really cares about his white people. You know, but all I hear from Christopher Cantwell is all the Jew this, all the Jew that, all this, all that. Man, why don't you look in the mirror, boy? Why don't you look in the mirror and look at that asshole, and that asshole that's reflected back at you, and why don't you blame that guy for being a life loser? Do you understand that, boy? Why don't you blame that guy for being a life loser? Do you understand that? And I'm talking to all you white nationalist socialists. Don't blame no Jewish capitalism, boy. Capitalism is the essence of freedom. It gives any individual that has the creativity, the ambition, the will, the skill to be able to carve out their own life. Do you understand that? Their own life. And that's the way it is. And look, I've got one idiot over here trying to say that the founding fathers were white nationalist socialists. Really, you idiots? They were all a bunch of freaking farmers. All right? I mean, the reason that they revolted because they didn't want taxation on their business. Do you understand that? It was a capitalist revolution, you stupid dicks. Do you understand? Huh? I mean, they all revolted against the crown because of the taxation. And remember that whole saying, taxation without representation? I mean, give me a break. I mean, you people are trying to rewrite history, you stupid morons. Give me a break. And you're sitting over here saying, oh, they were white nationalists. Then why were they fighting white people if they were white nationalists? Why were they fighting their own blood? I mean, you know, most of these people came from Britain anyway. Why were they killing their own blood, for Christ's sake? Because of money. Because of love and money. For the love of money. So all you assholes that are out here, white nationalists, that are trying to rewrite history, I mean, I think that you need to do a history lesson. I think you need to read about history and realize that never in history has socialism or communism worked at all. All right? It's never worked at all. But you and Antifa, white nationalists and alt-right assholes, and Antifa think so. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's another thing. Hey, y'all are happily participating in capitalism by collecting donations from your patrons, right? Right? I mean, if y'all weren't true capitalists, I mean, wouldn't you be, like, revolting against the Federal Reserve System? I mean, that's what us here in the true capitalist radio community are doing by trading cryptocurrencies, baby. I mean, everybody in the inner circle has at least 50, 60,000 in profits, and it's not even been a year yet, baby. You understand? I mean, we're not, I mean, if y'all were really against the Jewish conspiracy, then why aren't you applying something to your lives? Why aren't you trying to make your people better, Cantwell? I mean, did you honestly think that that ridiculous garbage that you did in Charlottesville did anything for anybody who was in your white nationalist group? They did nothing for nobody. Did nothing for nobody. So that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, you are worthless. All you white nationalists. When Charlottesville was happening, I'm going to be honest with you. I saw Baked Alaska's. I saw his video of it, man. I saw it live. Y'all guys were running away. Y'all are running away and getting slapped around by a bunch of didn't-do-nothings, man, and y'all are trying to claim that y'all are big badasses out here? I saw bigger badasses that were skinheads, that were white supremacists back in the 90s, boy. Back in the 90s. So that's what I'm saying, boy. And look at this. What did Christopher Cantwell say? I tell you what, if you keep throwing temper tantrums, I'll make fun of you on my show, and then maybe people will actually listen. Bro, there's like everybody who's listening to your show right now is listening because I'm on, you stupid fruit bowl. I've seen your show. There's like maybe 20 people that listen in, for Christ's sake, man. Good God, get off yourself. I hope they throw the book at you in Virginia, you stupid asshole. I hope that you get bucked up the ass by some big buck black dude. All right? Stupid asshole. I guarantee you wouldn't be going out there with all that white supremacist in jail. I tell you that right damn now. You'd be just like Ed Norton's character, boy. You'd just be like Ed Norton's character out there. Yeah, I'm taking this white supremacist stuff serious, man. Well, no, it's about money. It's about drugs. I mean, don't you understand it's always about money? And not to mention, hey, Cantwell, that's the most Jewish accent I've ever heard in my life. I mean, are y'all listening to this guy? Yeah, we're talking to Monero. And, you were talking this and that, and I'm sitting here with all my shoes and glasses. Jesus Christ. I'm not even joking around. Let me get my beer here. I mean, I'm sitting over here calling these alt-right pricks out, man, and they don't want none. And let me tell you something, man. I'm not joking around. I'll call your houses later on tonight if y'all are going to be pricks about it. You know? I'm not even joking. I'll call your houses tonight, for Christ's sake. I mean, you people are idiots. I mean, I just want to have a little talk, you know? I just want to have a little talk going on over here. But instead, what are you doing? You're trying to leech off my crap. Give me a freaking break, man. Good God. Anyway, look, I think... Here, let me try one more again. Let's try something one more again. I'm going to call this idiot one more again here. Let's see what we got. Stupid, dumb, crying Nazi, for Christ. Did y'all see that little crying Nazi video of this idiot? What a fucking poser. What, the call was not answered? Freaking pick it up! Oh, what, now he's not going to answer the phone? What happened? What happened? Oh, look, he's not calling back. Oh, maybe we got a white nationalist on the horn. Hey, 517, are you a white nationalist?
Fuck no. Man, that Cantwell dude, he's trying to pass himself off as like a National Socialist Sieg Heil. That dude has the most Jewish-sounding voice I've ever heard in my entire life.
I mean, I'm not
Seriously.
the only one hearing it, right? I mean, that sounds a little Jewy in there, right?
Yeah. It totally does, man.
I'm glad somebody from a third party heard it because, good God, man, come on, Cantwell, you're not talking of like some Aryan. You're not talking like some Aryan, for Christ's sake. Good God. Thanks for calling up. We're taking more callers here and see if we get a white nationalist going on. How about Anonymous? You white nationalist? Yeah, great. It's probably a white nationalist. As a matter of fact, did you all see the Daily Stormers, like, swag? Have y'all seen that? I mean, I'm not even kidding, man. I mean, have y'all seen this Daily Stormer crap? It looks like a bunch of anime BS. It looks like a bunch of cartoony crap. Is everybody involved in this whole cartoony garbage? I'm serious, man. Is everybody like, it's like Baked Alaska. I hate calling this idiot out, but Baked Alaska, right? He's out here, he's in all these protests and trying to be a badass, and then, like, the next day he streams himself freaking gaming. Freaking gaming! I mean, what the hell? I mean, is everybody like some Fruit Bowl gamer and, you know, some Fruit Bowl little, like, you know, anime watcher, for Christ's sake, man? Have y'all seen the Daily Stormer shirts? It's pathetic. Who's actually going to wear this garbage? You understand? I'm serious. Good God. Anyway, let's see if we get a white nationalist here. I'm still trying. Hey, you a white nationalist? Hello?
Yeah!
Hey, you a white nationalist? Oh, Jesus, with the guy. Look, this is not Radio Graffiti, man. I'm trying to call out a bunch of stupid white nationalists that I'm making look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack. Now, if they're not going to call up here in the next 30 minutes, I'm getting the hell out of here. This is eating into my drinking time, for Christ's sake. This is eating into my drinking time. It's Saturday freaking night, man. I don't have to be sitting here giving viewers to this asshole Christopher Cantwell, all right? Wait a minute. Wait, is this for real? Is this for real? Oh my God! Look, hey, this is Andrew Anglin, the guy who's some big bad. This is for real. He's got all this pony garbage. He's got all this anime garbage. Is this for real? Look at my gab, folks. Is this for real? Is this what white nationalism is? Is this what white nationalism is, for Christ's sake? Oh my God! Oh, Jesus. I mean, is this it? Look at my gab! Check out my gab! Is this it, folks? Oh, God. This is pathetic. This is just utterly pathetic. I'm calling out these white nationalist socialists. I'm telling them that they ain't crap. I've told them many a times that what white are they talking about? Give me the mic. What white are they talking about? And I keep saying, I guarantee you that they're not incorporating the Polish. I guarantee you that they're not incorporating the Czechs, the Irish, the Slavs. So what white are you all idiots talking about, for Christ's sake? Good God. I'm telling you, look, I'm going to go back and see what this idiot's talking about, man. I mean, what's so radical about this guy's freaking... Seriously, what's so radical about this guy's podcast or broadcast or some shit that looks like he's in a one-bedroom apartment, for Christ's sake?
Here's the thing, you know, I try and often fail not to get mad at people who don't get into these subjects, right? Because I say, we have somebody who calls in, and I don't know if it's really Alex Jones or not, but somebody who sounds a lot like Alex Jones calls into the show.
Now he thinks Alex Jones is calling him. Listen to this delusional asshole.
You can't talk about these things, but you're doing God's work out there. How do you feel about people like Alex who are, you know, I'm not going to say the alt-right because I think that guys like Cernovich are just liars and frauds, but, you know, like guys like...
You're a fraud! You're a fucking fraud!
Know what's going on, but they're avoiding it, but I think they're doing good work anyway. Well, how do you feel about those types?
You're a fraud!
Ships, and it would probably be case by case rather than on an individual.
Wait, I got his freaking number here.
And I would actually, people would complain that I would post his shows because they're like, this guy.
Man, and of course these guys have to sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops. Do you hear these guys?
I like Molyneux, but no one sounds as good as you there, Cantwell. Huh, Cantwell? oh.
But
Jesus Christ, man!
The information is that tightly packed in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really
Jesus Christ. This is
produced. And so
listen to this boring garbage. Just boring the balls off of me. You call this a podcast?
I lost a lot of respect.
You're letting other people do your content for you, and this guy is literally sounding like he popped out of the anal passage of a AIDS pause hole?
But this has never happened before.
Right.
I mean, it becomes difficult to talk about this because people are like, oh, you're just whining. And I'm like, look, if this happened to anybody, this is nuts.
All right, I'm calling right now. I'm calling his ass right now.
You know, that's where I was at. I was like, all right, you have no idea what happened.
Hey! What, am I on hold or something? Is this what kind of number is this that I'm calling for this idiot? God damn it. Let's call him back. Yeah, hey, I'm trying to call, folks. He doesn't want none of me. Look at him. Look at him. Hey, who's talking? Who's talking on his broadcast? Is that Fruitbowl Anglin? I mean, is that who that is?
We stayed online, but yeah, I mean, it was a massive thing, and to have Molyneux, who talks about all this stuff, not even mention it.
This guy is Anglin. I didn't even know this was. Oh my God. Oh my God! I can hear the pause hole in his voice. This guy's definitely hooked up on Grindr, bro.
So I mean, I thought that was pretty fucked up because I don't know. I think.
I mean, man, you sound fruitier than a damn box of Fruit Loops, and people are following these guys. Seriously, people are following these dudes.
He doesn't know what the fuck this is, and he thinks that they're getting freedom in Iran with a Jewish revolution.
Yeah, on the verge of tears because women are burning their fucking burqas in Iran, right?
Yeah. Let me tell you how feminism fucked up the West. Here, let's.
Oh yeah, here, let's get some women hating from the homos.
I mean, okay. I don't know what people want to say about the government of Iran. It's none of my fucking business. The reason that I care about Iran is because they actually fight the Jews, and the Jews are actually scared of these people. And that, for me, is enough, you know, because I...
Are you kidding me? I mean, this is a pro-Iranian, for Christ's sake?
I'm talking about Sunni Muslims as a rule, because we don't have a terrorism problem. We don't even have an immigration problem, really, from Shiite Muslims. I mean, it's a totally different thing. But, yeah, I don't think...
This guy supports Iran.
In the
Ayatollah.
On the right wing will, like, white knight for the Palestinians and say, oh, my God, the Jews and the Palestinians. I don't really give a fuck.
Of course you don't, because you are articulate, Anglin. I mean, do you understand? Listen to the empty rhetoric from these white nationalists. Meaningless. It's all their own autistic opinions. There is no substance. Are y'all listening to this?
The Jews, then sure, I support them, but the Palestinians do not do very much to fight the Jews. The only time that they do is when they're getting paid by Iran to do it. So,
right.
You know, but I think Assad, Hezbollah, and Iran are really fighting the Jews. So I don't see why anybody would not support that. But I mean, either way, when you start talking about it, Iran needs a feminist revolution. And you know, Molyneux went into this thing about he had a mentor when he was like an abused child who was Persian, and that's why he.
Now you see they're taking their little 150 viewer piece of garbage podcast, and they're making fun of other podcasters, hoping that they get highlighted. What a bunch of queers!
Revolution in Iran, which turned out not even to be a revolution. I thought they were, the Jews were going to start shipping guns in there, but it was never really possible to have. There's too much support for the regime in Iran, and I don't necessarily believe in this idea that every single individual deserves. I mean, if the majority of the people in Iran support the government, I don't know even on a.
This guy doesn't even know what he's talking about.
What exactly the argument is for overthrowing the government, but yeah, I mean that to me just I think he just became a joke, because that's a total and his. He always says this, where's your argument? That's not an argument. And
y'all haven't made an argument. You see, this is the empty rhetoric of the alt-right. This is the empty rhetoric of the white nationalist socialists. Are you listening? This Anglin, Anglin is the goddamn creator of the Daily Stormer, and he's meaningless. I've been listening to this guy for 5 minutes. He said nothing.
I wasn't talking about it. That would be not an argument. But I was really disgusted by that.
And
so,
certainly, and if you count Fox News as the media, there was no shortage of coverage of that particular, bunch of riots, And what I thought was really funny about that instance too is they're talking about these mostly peaceful.
Here, let me call another number that may be Cantwell's here. All right, let me see what we got here. See if we can do this. I mean, come on, man. Jesus Christ, man. These guys are just so full of themselves. And they don't want none of the capitalist army, folks. They don't want none of Ghost. They don't want nothing. They don't want nothing. Here, let me call this number, see what I got.
Saying, oh, yeah, we want our limitless rights and freedom, fairness, and equality. And I'm like...
I'm trying to dial here, folks. Hold on. Trying to dial numbers. I mean, I want one of these guys on the horn. Man, these guys are really fruity sounding bastards, man. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. What a bunch of fruit bowl bastards. All right, let me try another one here, folks. All right. I'm trying to get one of these bastards on the horn. All right, I'm not sitting here allowing these idiots to think that, they're some kind of big garbage. We're trying to get them on the horn here. Yeah, these numbers don't work. God damn it.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
We are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
I'll call back later. All right, I think we got Cantwell's number here. I just don't think that he wants to answer here right now. Hold on, we're trying to get Cantwell on the horn here. Since he's on his goddamn show, we're trying to call other numbers to try to contact him here.
And with what we just saw, with what we just saw from Project Veritas, with what they're doing in the United States, I think that we have to be fools to think that they don't do this.
I mean, we're trying here, folks. These guys are pussies. What a bunch of pussies.
The federal government told us, well, if that's the case, take the orders from the United States federal government, and they're suppressing,
What a bunch of punks. Straight up, what a bunch of punks. What a bunch of punks. Let me try that last number again, and we'll go from there.
What was shocking about the Project Veritas is that they're not open about it.
All right.
Germany just passed a law that they have to take down any hate within 24 hours when it's reported by users, not maybe even by a message from the government, but reported by
Come on,
take it down in 24
pussies.
hours, charge $50 million, 50 million euros rather. So, yeah, I mean, they got the social media a lot.
Hello. We are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hey, Christopher Cantwell, we're trying to give you a call here. You're talking big and bad, and I don't get it. I'm trying to see if you'll answer the phone here, but unfortunately you're not. You're being a goddamn little butt monkey, so I'm just trying here, all right? I'm just trying. So we're going to try back. All right, let's try another number, all right? This is another number here. Let's see what we got. All right. These people are all in the same. All right. It's the same number. I'm going to call it again.
Because I was telling them there was KKK on campus, and that the cops were helping the KKK, and they believed it. And one of my tweets was retweeted like 40,000 times. So, I got banned for that, but I went out with a bang. But hey, you be careful, man. Only the Jews.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number.
Freaking phone, you freaking pricks. Good God. Hold on just a second. Hold on. I'm trying to do some things here, folks. I'm trying to do the broadcast while at the same time trying to hook it up here, trying to see if I can find some way of getting this goddamn asshole on the phone. All right, and sometimes it takes a little patience. All right. Same thing. All right. Let's try one more again because it's the number.
And now I just saw a story that in South Africa.
Yeah, we can't get. These guys are chumps, man. These guys are chumps.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hey! Pick up the goddamn phone, you fruit bowl. There's supposed to be some badass out here. I'm trying to have a little conversation with you. You're supposed to be the crying Nazi out here now, boy. God damn it. Jesus Christ, man. Here, let me try something else here. Let me try this one. Let's try this one here. Sorry, folks. I don't mean to be so quiet. I'm trying to multitask as much as I possibly can so that we can get one of these goddamn assholes on the horn.
More about this. You have to be more conscious. When they put that out there in the media, when they put that out there, stupid. And when they see that, they're like, "Hey, is a racist."
Leave a message after the tone. Thank you.
Hello, can I speak to Asmodor, please? Asmodor. Pick up. All right, let me try another number here, folks. I'm not joking. I'm trying them all. I'm getting one of these idiots on the horn. I don't care, for Christ's sake. These guys are pieces of crap. These guys are, they I don't know what the hell they think. I think that they're pretty much fronts, and I'm calling them out. I'm calling their asses out is what I'm doing.
It's like, this guy is really agitated over this monkey in the jungle. So,
now we're going to have a chip out. you want to Oh my God. But I think I was sort of getting at
Come on, pick up, boy.
You will sort of rival that in audio form.
Good God, man, what a bunch of pussies, man. Hey, Asmodor, you there? Hey! Good God, you guys are a bunch of pussies, man. Straight up white nationalist pussies. Good God, this has got to be one of the most pussiest episodes of white socialist display that I've ever seen. See what the hell this number is.
Sorry, the mailbox is full and there is not enough space to leave a message. To send a message to another subscriber, enter the area code and phone number of that subscriber or press the star key to enter your own mailbox.
Ah, damn it. Anyway, we can't get a hold of these pricks. These pricks are they're a bunch of fruit bowls, man. Straight up fruit bowls, and they're scared crapless. What a shame. And you know what the culmination of this is, folks? This asshole, Chris Cantwell, utilized the fact that I was going to have a show, call his ass out, and then just utilize this as a means of him promoting his little shitbag show. It purely is shitbag. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Listen to these idiots. I mean, they're just complete moron. I mean, this you couldn't get any more moronic than this. I mean, listen to this.
Like we are, it makes our lives difficult in the extreme, of course, but at the same time, once we show the determination, it's like, okay, we're blazing the trail, right? We're like, this is how you take on the Jews and live. And like, before this, I don't think that, a lot of people just thought that you'd never be able to do that you'd just get shut down immediately, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think that in some ways, and that's what, to stay online.
All right, look, I'm calling the phone number that he has on the screen, and this is what happens. Nothing. Look at it, nothing happens.
Yeah, I mean, they do make it so people know they can't make
nothing happens. Just a bunch of garbage.
In the stages of intellectual. I mean, I went through that, but
Look, I'm calling and nothing happens. It just says call completed and nothing's happening.
In my 20s, but now, I mean, do people really need to spend money?
See, one ring, call completed, nothing. Nothing.
Before learning about the Jews? I think that,
straight pussy, man.
For somebody who's less abrasive than...
I mean, listen to this dumb, dopey conversation these idiots are having.
The idea that people need to go through the stages of development, everybody presents this like it's a fact, but there's not really any data to support that premise that people need to go through. Like you have to move through normie conservatism and then into the alt-right before you can get to the alt-right. I mean...
Alt-right is nothing but a bunch of socialist pussies. Do you understand me? I mean, Cantwell said he was a socialist, for Christ's sake. They blame their own life loserdom on capitalism, and I'm calling them out on it. And they don't want to talk about it. They don't dare talk about it. They know they're losers. They know they're life losers.
Funny and shocking, so that it's like something like that.
All right, you know what? I'm ending this show. I'm ending this. Get this crap off my goddamn screen, for Christ's sake. Get this crap off my screen. All right? Now, I just proved that all these goddamn alt-righters, all these alt-righters out here are nothing but a bunch of BS. All right? I called them out. I tried to tell them, hey, I tried to tell them, come and bring it on. Bring it the hell on, for Christ's sake, and they ain't nothing. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing. So once again, before I leave, I challenged Cantwell, Azador, Anglin, all these morons. I challenged them to say, first of all, defend your socialism. Defend your position on socialism. Secondly, what white are you talking about there, boy? And they're never going to talk about that. They're never going to talk about that. Do you understand me? Because all they're going to do is say all this abstract, empty, political, romantic rhetoric so they can get the simpletons on board with this meaningless garbage, folks. I mean, listen to them on that broadcast. They're talking a bunch of abstract nonsense that doesn't make sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, baby. Anyway, I proved to them that they don't want none of me. I proved to them that there's no way that they can debate that capitalism is not. There's no way they can debate that capitalism is not the essence of freedom. Because with capitalism, folks, you can carve out your own destiny with your own ambition, creativity, skills. Do you understand? That's the true essence of freedom. You can be born into nothing and make yourself something out of capitalism. And socialism and communism is nothing more than two variants of political ideology that forced the subjects of those governments to relinquish their own individual freedom. Because you understand that? That's the essence of socialism and communism. You, if you live under socialism and communism, you have to relinquish your freedom. You have to relinquish your decision-making, your choice to the state. And anybody who advocates socialism and communism, that's what they're advocating. They want to relinquish themselves, their lives, their decision-making, their choice to the state. They want to be serfs. They want to be subjects to the state. And us that are a part of the capitalist army, those of us that are a part of the capitalist right, what we want is economic freedom. Because with economic freedom, folks, you can carve out a new perception of what you want reality to be. You can do it. It's in your control. But you have empty morons like Andrew Anglin and Chris Cantwell who are out here just producing nothingness. That's why they're life losers themselves, folks. Because that's all they can do is sputter out empty rhetoric that's going to do nothing good for nobody. Because if they were truly white supremacists, if they were truly white nationalists, they would be organizing their white people instead of agitating, instead of political agitation, they'd be doing something for themselves and make themselves better, make their own white people better, but they don't. These people are nothing but agitators. Do you understand me? You understand? I mean, that's what these people are, nothing but political agitators that want to see the world burn. They don't want to see white people prosper. And just take a look at their lives, take a look at their empty rhetoric, and that's why they can't debate me. That's why they can't debate me, because they know I'm telling the truth. They're empty. The same reason that these posholes in that Project Veritas expose, when they showed these Democratic operatives staging that riot that happened at Trump rally in Chicago during the 2016 campaign, that's why these posholes have no qualms. They have no empathy when creating chaos. They love chaos. They love creating this type of stuff. You see, that's what Anglin wants. That's what Cantwell wants. That's what Auenheimer wants. That's what all these assholes want, because their life sucks. They're never going to get the badass broad. They're never going to be the hero. They're never going to do anything because they take no responsibility for themselves, and that's why they don't want to debate me, folks. It's very easy to point to the Jew, to the government, to this, to that, for their own problems, when they themselves have the ability to crawl out from whatever garbage hole that they are. Instead, they do the same thing the leftists do, folks. This is the same thing the leftists do, is blame everybody else for their misfortunes. Everybody else for this misfortune. That's what they do. And that's why I'm telling you, the alt-right, the white nationalist movement, they're socialists, they're closet leftists, and I hope that you people that are listening to this emergency white nationalist broadcast understand this. They don't want none. These people were gabbing at me all day, and then when I told them I was having a show, and for them to call up so I can make them look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack, they didn't want none. They didn't want none, for Christ's sake. So, with that being said, capitalism or death. Do you understand that? Capitalism till the soul, till the bullet hole. And all you white nationalists, all you socialists, all you goddamn alt-righters, you are nothing more than the equivalent of Antifa. And you can try to persuade yourself as much as you want to, but in essence, folks, if you are advocating socialism, you are advocating the same thing the left wants. Because the left doesn't want any responsibility. The left doesn't want any decision-making. They want to be told what to do. That's the essence of leftism. They want to be dictated what to do. That's why they act in a collective capacity, because they're leftist, they're lemmings, they're meaningless. And that's what you're doing, white nationalists. That's what you're doing, alt-righters. You're following around a bunch of personalities who aren't even living up to what they're advocating. Because if they were serious white nationalists, instead of blaming the Jew, instead of blaming everybody else, they'd be organizing white people and making those white people's lives better and more successful. But they don't! These alt-right e-celebs do nothing but tear people down, bring people down to their despair and their misery and their shame. That's why no one can take these morons serious, folks, except a bunch of shit posters on the internet. That's why they got their asses kicked in Charlottesville by Black Lives Matter and Antifa. I saw it. I saw Baked Alaska's feed. I mean, Baked Alaska got his ass. Everybody got their ass kicked. And you're going to sit over here and try to claim that you and those on the other side that you're fighting want something different. You want the same thing. It's a ruse. And I'm not going to let you idiots get away with it. And you may have a bunch of stupid internet shit posters that flap their Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard believing you're garbage. But the bottom line is that socialism and communism, they do nothing but destroy people. And they give people that are in the centralization of power or the dictatorship of the proletariat the power to do whatever they want to do with populations, massive amounts of populations. That's why you had 50 million dead in Soviet Russia. That's why you had 80 million dead in communist Maoism in China. That's why you had over 2.5 million dead in Cambodia under Pol Pot. I mean, every time you mention the word collectivization, anytime you mention the word socialism or communism, by God, it is ridden with death and destruction. There is no individuality. And that's why these dumbasses on the alt-right, that's why these dumbasses that are the white nationalists, they don't want to debate me because they can't debate why they want socialism. They can't debate what white they're speaking of when they discuss white nationalism. These are all abstract concepts. Anyone can say that. I'm a white nationalist. And you know what makes me sick? These people that claim to be white nationalists, and they've got Russian last names, they got Polak last names, they got Czechoslovakian last names, they got Irish last names, and are Sieg Heiling and sporting a goddamn swastika when Hitler would have thrown them in the goddamn ovens. I mean, do you not forget World War II, for Christ's sake, you stupid morons? The whole reason why Hitler got into World War II because he invaded Czechoslovakia and Poland! And why? Because the Czechs at the time, when they had an autonomous state, were killing native Germans, massively killing them. And if Hitler didn't do anything, his people would have thought he was a bunch of garbage. So he had to invade Czechoslovakia. And the same thing happened in Poland. But you see, you morons, you don't like history, do you? Huh? You don't like history at all. You just want to sit here and live in some abstract little troll world in which you believe that just because you shitpost on a goddamn little freaking social media site that you're actually accomplishing something. You're not accomplishing a goddamn thing. You're not accomplishing a goddamn thing. You're the same pathetic loser as Chris Cantwell is. I mean, look at his freaking broadcast. Look at his freaking broadcast. I mean, that room has nothing in it except a shitty glass desk that you could probably get for $69 at goddamn Office Depot and some cheap, low-grade equipment, for Christ's sake. All right? I mean, this guy doesn't even have any kind of posters, pictures, nothing on the wall. You want to know why? because he is an impoverished bastard, probably blaming every one of his bad life decisions on everybody else, the Jew, the government, and all this other crap when it's himself, all right? And to be honest with you, I'm looking at, what is his address here, and he's obviously living with his family. All right, he's obviously living with his mother and his father. All right, this guy's in his later 30s, still living with mommy and daddy out here, for Christ's sake. So anyway, look, I've pretty much laid the law down on these morons. This is eating into my drinking time. As a matter of fact, man, I think I pretty much, wore off the buzz I had on this broadcast waiting for these stupid white nationalist, socialist, alt-right idiots to call up, and they are not. They are not because they're so goddamn scared shitless, and I don't blame them because they can't defend themselves whatsoever. And I'm looking on the switchboard, I see nothing but trolls. There ain't no white nationalist on there. They're going to say a goddamn thing. Nothing but trolls. So once again, this has been a special white nationalist edition when I called out all these morons, Christopher Cantwell, Andrew Anglin, Asmodor, which is better known as Bobby Ray Warren, and Auenheimer, all these idiots, they don't want nothing. They send their stupid little shit posters, which are probably a bunch of 500-pound, freckle-faced, beaten stepchildren that are collecting autism bucks. They send them at me to post a bunch of Gab shit posting like I'm supposed to care. I've challenged these morons to actually debate what it is they believe on this broadcast, and they refuse to do it. All right? They refuse to do it. And somebody's telling me, according to the Crying Nazis webpage, he also spent time in prison. That's why he started crying. Are you kidding me? You think he wants to take another black 12 and a half? I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's why he's crying. He's like, man, I don't know. I mean, give me a break, boy. Anyway, look, I didn't mean to do a show here. I genuinely hope that these white nationalists would call up, but once they heard the broadcast and once they heard the questions I was going to ask them, they just decided that they weren't going to do it. They decided that they weren't going to do it. They decided that they're just going to ignore me and pretend I go away, all right? I mean, they think I'm just going to ignore me and go away. Hey, I mean, assholes, you're life losers. And even the folks that are a part of your white nationalism that are listening to me are starting to recognize that, all right? One day, I mean, they're starting to recognize that. They're like, you know what? No shit. Why am I following a bunch of losers? I mean, here I've got Andrew Anglin. This guy's a 5'2", $120 manlet. Just because he has a face that's been punched repetitively, I mean, doesn't mean that he's some hard ass Ed Norton American History X guy. And here I have Chris Cantwell, who has one of the most horrible receding hairlines I've ever seen in my life, and he's too lazy to shave his bald head on a consistent basis, that cries because he's going to have to be sent to the penitentiary because of agitation that he was involved in. Give me a freaking break, man. Give me a freaking break. Anyway, I'm out of here. All right, I'm not going to do Radiol Graffiti or any of that garbage, man. I just came here to call out these stupid white nationalist socialists, and that's exactly what I did. They can't say anything. They did nothing. I tried to call every goddamn number I could to get them on the horn. They don't want none, and I don't blame them, boy. I don't blame them. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to go kick it with the inner circle. As a matter of fact, if Christopher Cantwell's still broadcasting, we're going to try to send him something. Don't worry. We're going to see if we can get his attention to some capacity. All right. So is he still on here? Let me see if he's still on. He's probably going to be on for the next couple of hours, like a stupid, dumb, freaking idiot blowhard. So let's go ahead and do that. Keep watching his stream there on Gab. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens here. Anyway, I'm kicking it with the inner circle. Thank you guys for listening in. I tried to get these white nationalist socialists on the broadcast, but they're too much of a goddamn Peter Puffer, pansexual Peter Puffer, gender fluid fondling pieces of fruitful enemy whacking trash. And they don't want none, boy. They don't want none of Ghost, boy. Do you understand? They don't want none of Ghost, baby. They don't want none of Ghost, baby. And by the way, before I go, once again, I'm going to be putting out this song here. I'm writing it. Let me go ahead and play it right now so that, see if you guys can give me a heads up on it, all right? Now, lest we forget, folks, yours truly got banned from Twitter for life for inventing the term "pothole." That's right. So I decided to write a song about it. So I'm almost done, but here's a little bit of it. Tell me if you like it. Let's go ahead and see how this is. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, pause hole, don't pause my neg hole. Hey, pause hole, don't pause my neg hole. Hey, pause hole, don't pause my neg hole, you fruit bowl, yeah. Hey, pause hole, don't pause my neg hole. Hey, pause hole, don't pause my neg hole. Hey, pause hole, don't pause my neg hole, you fruit bowl, yeah. Now, look, I don't want to say the rest of the song, but that's, it's something like that, all right? It's something a little like that. I'm going to put it out, all right? I'm going to put it out here soon enough. Oh, wait a minute. Cantwell's taking callers now? You better not be trolling me, boy. You better not be trolling me, you sack of crap. Is he taking callers now?
So, I mean, that was in the way some of his plot.
If the Jewish system could be dismantled, we can get rid of the central bank, we can refederalize and repatriate our currency, we can become ourselves again. Would you support Gentiles being entitled to the fruits of their own efficiency and their own labor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether they're millionaires or millionaires.
I mean, it says that it's answered.
Yeah, I think that we need to reset this system to an extent, and I think that we need to make sure that
Jesus Christ. I mean, am I on hold here or what?
And people who are in a way that
I mean, there's nothing happening. Am I on hold? Jesus Christ, this 2-bit broadcast.
Criminality, and I think whether or not they're goys or not is not.
I mean, I'm just, nothing rang. It just says that the call's been picked up. Here, let me hang it up and try to call again, this stupid idiot. I'm calling the number on that freaking screen. Look, there was like a half-ass ring, and that's it.
Used as sort of fodder to revolutionize maybe our industries,
This guy ain't taking calls. Are you kidding me? He's taking calls from a circle-jerking white nationalist, all right? Look, just don't worry about it. I'm going to do something here, all right? And the bottom line is that, I mean, I'm not talking to this idiot on his terms. If he wants some, come and get some, man. And he don't want none, all right? He don't want none. He may thinks he's stronger, but our nuts hang much longer and longer. Amen. Yeah! So with that being said, folks, I'm getting the hell out of here, all right? I know that everybody's just, wanting to hear something, but unfortunately, they ain't got nothing. They don't want none, baby. They don't want none. They don't want none of Ghost, baby. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I mean, it's Miller time. I'm kicking it with the inner circle, and it's Miller time. And, even though I'm sitting here on this broadcast, I'm in the chat room with the inner circle, and we're making money moves, baby. We're making money moves on this crypto run, and I hope that you are too. If not, well, then by God, do something, baby. All right? There's generated wealth that is going to be at the taking when it comes to crypto. So take yours, baby. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here. Thank you guys for listening to me. And sorry there were no white supremacists, white nationalists, socialists, alt-righters that had the balls to call up and say anything to yours truly. And you know what? I don't blame them, boy. I don't blame them. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I will be broadcasting on Martin Luther King Day this Monday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be broadcasting there, folks, so, be listening. All right, be listening. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry this was kind of like a cheap high. You know, I thought I was going to be able to get these goddamn white nationalists. They were gabbing at me all day, right? They were gabbing at me and talking garbage at me all goddamn day, and yet here I am calling them out, and they don't want none, baby. You understand? They don't want none of this. So that's all there is to it. I'm getting the hell out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. Long live the capitalist army, and death to socialism, death to communism, and death to feminism. I'm out of here!
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Okay, guys. Well, that was that, and that's pretty much it for this special emergency broadcast. I hope you guys enjoy this very special, spontaneous stream. So, yes, this was a very, very random stream that, you know, it's been happening on Gab. Like I say, you guys, go to his Gab account, really. Go make sure to follow him, because woo, it's heating up. It's really heating up, and you guys are missing out a lot of what's been going on, man. It's a Gab war, and all right there with Ghost. You guys really need to check, because it's really lit. I can't tell you as much what really here, because I really want to cut short here. But you really go check his Gab at the moment, and yeah, you'll see what's going on, man. It's what's been going on for this special emergency broadcast was brought up. So, yes. Anyways, guys, I'm going to give some shout-outs here. I want to thank everybody for coming out on this special, spontaneous Saturday right here on the BN. I am your relay host, your BN King. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, yes, I knew about, well, of course, this was random. I was notified first 10 minutes before the broadcast started. So, of course, you know, you get to decide to, but if you want to know more and actually want to notify for future streams of the True Capitalist Radio, follow me on my Twitter account at the Running Network or BN_King. I would do appreciate it, and we'll be notifying there. Also, if you subscribe, even for new people who are watching the stream, of course, you'll be notified straight ahead on when the next broadcast happens. So right when the next stream or the next broadcast will be relayed, you'll be notified when it happens. Anyways, guys, I'm going to give some shout-outs quickly because, of course, I'm actually doing another stream currently at the moment. It's my Saturday night stream over at the BN Theater. If you don't know what's playing there, you should go ahead and check it out. I mean, like, you know, well, you guys can have a chill, relaxing time because Saturday nights is always the best nights over at the BN Theater. If you don't know where it is, I should really plan it in the description, but of course I was I had to go rush through the description, so I'll add it. But if you know about it, it should be on, you know, what previous TCR streams I did, because BN Theater is always in descriptions, but I'll add it right after this. Anyways, let me get some shout-outs here. That's all. Well, actually, first of all, we're going to do some special shout-outs, because we only got one chat room, but we're going to do one special shout-out. Really want to thank, thank you, TM3000, for the $2 tip. And I will say this: F Socialism, GT, Bit Shickles, Brony Capitalist Army. Yeah, man. Thanks for that $2 donation. Also, another, I should have, I'm going to actually say this on the stream here, and I really want to say this on here because this was a missed one. This was yesterday, but of course, this has to say it. I really want a very special thank to JK Buki 127 for the $75 tip. And I'm not kidding you, $75 tip. And that actually really touched me a lot more, and I really want to thank him, and very special thank him for that. And yes, have a great year. Been enjoying your streams and live stream channel for a couple of years now. Many thanks. Thanks, JK Pookie. That I really do appreciate it. That generous $75 that actually didn't came out of nowhere, man. That actually really got me off right there. But anyways, let me move on now. We're now gonna do some regular streams here. Yeah, I know. It's a big one, and people are saying, "Oh my God, did you really?" No, I am not kidding you. But JK Buki actually donated $75, and that actually was mind-blown me a lot more than I should. I mean, a really special thanks, man. That really still is the best. I mean, you actually top #1 here. Anyways, let me get some shout-outs. If you guys want to shout out on the YouTube, all you do is just be present in the YouTube chat. So, I'm going to opening up here. So, if you want to shout out, I'm gonna opening up the chat or the chat log here. Gonna name it from A to Z alphabetically. All you do is spam that chat room log, whatever you're doing, man. So we're gonna do that. So let's do it. What's going on to Aaron Tumon, Awesomeness, Beer Force, Biosonic 417. It's going on to the Cleve flag right there. It's going on to Electronic C. It's going on to Great Wolf Rob, Grim Reapers in the place, JK, Lovely Ashley Love Me, Mask Pony. It's going on to, excuse me, Midnight Smiles, Pinkie Pie. It's going on to Pinkie Pie. Who else we have here? Rick Hoover, Shy Guy Mask, the A and J Brothers, TM3000, there you are again, man. Thanks for that $2 donation there. Wise Wizard and Young Me Song. Young Me Song. And I'm still taking shout outs. If you want to have shout out, just go ahead and spam it. It's going on to Samuel Garcia. It's going on. Who else we have? Rick Hoover. Yo, what's going on to BD Gaming, yo? What's going on? Who else were you looking for? I'm really scrolling. Well, actually, you guys are actually spamming it, so that's good to know. Muskrat of Ceremonies going on, Muskrat. Okay, we still taking some YouTube shout-outs, of course. You know, this is just still live. If you're listening to the archives, of course, thank you for listening. And yes, thank you for pretty much listening in on this very special, spontaneous broadcast that, well, is not a regular true Capitalist Radio broadcast, because he does the shows every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. So this is pretty much a very special broadcast. And like I say, if you're a new listener, if you want to know when the next broadcast happens, you can just always subscribe to this channel. As of course, I'll do the relay streams whenever they are live, including the special ones like this one. And of course, also follow me on my Twitters at @Burning_King. Then you'll be notified there as well. So, all right, Liz Porter's going on to Liz Porter, man. Well, I think that's you did again. You really love me that much, man. Rick, you know, you're a regular fan. Well, actually, you're a regular viewer here, so pretty much you get double and triple what the shout outs as much as you can, because you know, regular viewers like you, almost every stream I do, so that's why you normally will get the very special treatment here. And I think that's about it. All right, is that everybody? Oh, I guess that's everybody. All right, so I guess that's everybody in the stream here. Once again, if I missed your shout out, thank you all for watching, and thank you all for listening. This is, of course, was a spontaneous stream, so this is not like a regular true, a thing that's gonna happen every Saturday. So, but if something like this could happen, just keep an eye on the streams I will post, or keep an eye on, well, normally I just keep an eye on my Twitters or wherever you can keep an eye, because of course I'll make sure to be here and will always be here to relay the broadcast however I can, however I can get to, because right now, yeah. Oh, and of course I'll give another special shout out to Distilling Capitalist. And for those guys who don't know, yes, Distilling is an official mod of the BN YouTube chat. So you guys better be aware, and beware of Distilling, mate. He is one angry Ashi that will kick, pretty much it will ban any faculty around. So don't be one of these people who can actually throw and cause drama and because we got an angry and drunken and paint sniffing Ashi that will take care of it. So yes, really you pretty much need to all hail the woke seas taste of Australia, mate. Better hold that. Alright guys, well anyways, I'm heading out now. Thank you all for watching. Once again, head over to the BN Theater. I am actually currently doing the post show. That's why I'm actually doing like 2 streams currently at the moment. Guys, head over there where it is. It's all, well, once again, if you don't know where the side tube is, it's just go there now, okay? No YouTube questions, sorry. I'll handle the YouTube questions right out on during the normal tour Capitalist ready, but I must get going. But once again, thank you all for watching. Thanks again, TM3000 for the $2 donation, and J.K. Buki for that $75 as well. So thank you guys, and thank you all for watching. See you guys Monday for the Martin Luther King broadcast. Until then, guys, thank you all, and I'll see you guys next time. So good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your weekend, and hopefully we'll see you on the next broadcast or so. So once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So good night, everybody. Hasta mañana, everybody. You have a good night, everybody. Good night. Bye. Say sayonara. Hasta la bye-bye. See you over at the BN Theater for the post show, guys. Go over there now. You will never forget the post show nights over Saturday nights, because we always do Saturday nights. Saturday nights we always live at BN Theater. So go there now. Until then, see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.